comment,
and subscribe for more content.
Where's the notification bell?
It's to the right of you.
Oh.
What's up, guys? It's DK Wrestler here, and in today's video, we're talking about the brand new Marvel Pop Deluxe set announced by Funko. But before that happens, make sure you press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when the future content gets released. But anyways, guys, let's check it out. So like I said in today's video, we are going to be talking about the brand new Marvel Pop Deluxe set that was announced by Funko today as I'm recording this, or as this gets released yesterday, which is called the Beyond Amazing Sinister 6 Pop Deluxe set. And this is a really cool announcement for Funko to make, especially because this week is going to be the release in theaters of Spider-Man No Way Home, and I think it's kind of a given that in that movie, from seeing in the trailers, that the Sinister 6 will be in the movie. The very first pop announced, of course, was Dr. Octopus, or some people call him Doc Ock, or Dr. Otto Octavius, and I think the reason they chose Doc Ock first is because of the fact that, I think if I'm not mistaken, in the different versions of the Sinister 6 that there has been in the Marvel Comics, he has been the only character to have been in every single different version of the Sinister Six, because there have been members that have switched out as terms to the Sinister Six. Which I think this is a really cool idea, especially because of the fact that I thought the route that Funko was going with these Pop Deluxe sets going to Amazon that were Funko related were just going to be scenes from Avengers movies, so I'm glad that they are switching it up, and we're going to kind of go and deep dive through this entire set and kind of predict with the different silhouettes here on each of the pops that I think will be featured in this brand new Beyond Amazing Sinister 6 Pop Deluxe set. So for this, we are going to go from left to right on what I think is going to be featured in this brand new set. Of course, right at the left side, I hate to say this, but I think this is going to be Spider-Man, because realistically, who else would be in that kind of pose and the head sculpt that's involved with this pop in this silhouette? And I think how I'm going to compare this is what they did with the Bounty Hunter Pop Deluxe set for Star Wars. For that set, we had 7 different slots for characters. 6 of them were bounty hunters, but one of them was Darth Vader, which kind of made sense, but it didn't. It didn't make sense because Darth Vader was not a bounty hunter, but it made sense because of the scene involved in the Star Wars Empire Strikes Back movie, where it's Darth Vader hiring the different bounty hunters to go and capture Han Solo and Luke Skywalker. But I think for this case, because there have been so many different versions of the Sinister Six, that they want Spider-Man in there because Funko knows that Spider-Man is going to sell. And the fact that, essentially, let's say it is a casual person that doesn't read comic books all that much, they'll probably think, why is it called the Sinister Six, but there's 7 members? And I think that's kind of the way that they're going with this, is that they'll add Spider-Man, and because it's a 7-pop set, you add Spider-Man, and then you add 6 members of the Sinister Six to go along with it. Especially if there's people out there that only want one pop from this, I feel like Spider-Man will be a seller. Although Funko might be tricking us, and they might have Venom in here because of the fact that Venom has been a member of the Sinister Six at one point. But I think the safe route is that Spider-Man will be a part of this set. Of course, we see Dr. Otto Octavius as kind of the little silver chrome silhouette there, kind of showing like what's already featured and then what the pop looks like below. So the next pop beside Dr. Octopus, I believe, is going to be Mysterio, and I think it's a given because of the way that the head sculpt looks in this silhouette. It's just a very easily predictable spherical head sculpt involved with this pop, and obviously I think with the base involved also, it is a smoky base, so I think definitely it is Mysterio. And what I like about the idea of having this Mysterio pop is that I think, if I'm not mistaken, this is going to be the very first comic book version of Mysterio in Funko Pop form, because I think the only ones we've gotten were the Mysterios for the Spider-Man Far From Home movie, which has a totally different outfit, and I really like the kind of green outfit that Mysterio had in the comic books. I remember having the action figure as a kid, so I really like the idea that they will go with this route for this Pop Deluxe set. The next one we're going to look at is essentially the top one, because I can definitely tell there are 2 characters above each other in this set, which I think is going to be the Vulture. I think it's kind of a given because there's also the kind of stand that you can see in that silhouette a little bit and the wingspan that you can see. I think it definitely will be Vulture. They've already made a Vulture in Funko Pop form classic version for the Marvel 80th anniversary lineup, but I mean, it doesn't hurt that they're going to make another Vulture pop in. I think they'll make it slightly different from what we've seen for the original Vulture character in Funko Pop form. And below Vulture, I think we're gonna get Green Goblin in this. And I think the reason that they're gonna go with Green Goblin, of course, is because I feel like this entire set, because it's being announced around the time that Spider-Man No Way Home is coming out, I think that this set is gonna be more catered towards the Sinister Six that will be involved in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. I know there have been different characters like Venom, and there's been Kraven the Hunter involved in the Sinister Six, but I think that they're going to be more towards the Spider-Man No Way Home version, but still go with the looks of the comic book versions of these characters, and I think it will be Green Goblin because of the way the head sculpt is and how it kind of looks like it could be like, you know, a Spider-Man head sculpt, but there's kind of a point on the bottom right of the head sculpt where it might be the silhouette of his hat. So I think that's why it's Green Goblin, and especially the pose that it's in. I'm not exactly sure if the glider is featured. It's kind of hard to tell because they really made these silhouettes like such a huge mystery of sorts, where it's not like what they've done with the Bounty Hunter collection where it's like all side by side and you can kind of see it, or what you've seen with the back of different pops like the Avengers Victory Shawarma set where it's kind of like you see the 6 different pops separately and you can kind of tell from the sculpt there, but it's really mixed together and kind of makes a mystery of what could the character be. But I think in this case it will be the Green Goblin, just for the fact that I think this whole set will be more catered towards what we've seen in the trailer for Spider-Man No Way Home. I thought I said Far From Home for some reason. Next up, beside both Vulture and Green Goblin, I think is going to be the Sandman. One reason, obviously Sandman you can see in the Spider-Man No Way Home trailer, but I think what gives it away is the fist, because I think it's more of Sandman forming a huge fist, and I think this is going to be, if it is Sandman, which I think it will be, the best pop out of this entire set, because I think it's going to give more of a bang for your buck as terms to this entire set, especially because of the way the base looks. I think it's going to be more of a cool sand base where you can see the sand forming, but also showing like part of the human form of Sandman, which then means we have one more pop featured in this set. So if we got ourselves, let's recap of what I've predicted so far: Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus, that's already shown off, Mysterio, Vulture, Green Goblin, and the Sandman. That makes up 6 characters. I think the last one is going to be Electro. We've gotten one Electro pop so far that was a part of the Marvel 80th anniversary set. That was a specialty series exclusive, and I think Electro once again is a given because of the fact that Electro will be featured in the Spider-Man No Way Home movie. Electro has been a member of the Sinister Six at one point, and I think what kind of gives it away that it could be Electro is the way the head sculpt is and how you see kind of the electricity points coming out of the different sides of the head, although maybe, just maybe, that could be the other side of what Sandman could be making with his other fist. Maybe he's making some sort of like axe-like sand form with his hand there, but I think most likely it is part of the mask involving Electro. I can't really see it being anything else. So now to recap the whole thing: Spider-Man, Dr. Octopus, Mysterio, Vulture, Green Goblin, Sandman, and Electro. I'm really excited to see what this whole set ends up turning out to be, because so far introducing Dr. Octopus as the very first one is really excited, and I think this may be the best Pop Deluxe set that was released on Amazon that Funko has made thus far. Anyways guys, that's going to be the end of today's video. If you enjoyed today's video on essentially this Beyond Amazing Sinister Six set and predicting what's going to be involved, make sure you smash that like button. Comment in the comment section below and let me know, do you agree or disagree with my predictions involving what's next for this set? And let me know your predictions also on what could be involved in this set. And like I said earlier, press the subscribe button for more content like this video in the future, and press the little bell beside it to be notified of when that future content gets released. But anyways guys, thank you for watching today's video and hope to see you guys next time. 1, 2, 3, I'm out of here. Follow us on all of our social media platforms on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram at A Funko Popcast. If you want to check out some of our other content that's featured on our channel, you can click either the playlist that's on your screen right now featuring previous episodes of our weekly podcast, A Funko Popcast, or we have suggested a video for you guys in relation to today's video.